Here's our Showbie app. Let's talk about what we seen here when we first click on. We see a see how it works button, a sign up for free button, and then an already registered sign in button. Very simple. See how it works will take you to a video. We'll explain a little bit about Showbie, what it is. Click on it, look at it. Up to you. That's your time. Sign up for free. What you're going to do the first time you create your teacher account, or when your students are using this for the first time. Once you already have your uh, account set up, all you'll have to do is hit sign in. So right now, let me show you what it looks like. Sign up for free. Two choices. I'm a teacher. I'm a student. Differences in the two, they're going to ask for a title, first name, last name. They will need your email address as a teacher, so use your school's email, whichever email you check most often, and then set up a password, sign up. Okay? Go back. If they go, I'm a student, what they ask a first name, last name, username, password. The email now is optional. What I do, again, I'm working with elementary kids. I put a first name and the first letter of their last name. If you have kids that are multiple, you may want to have them put that name. It's not getting out anywhere. It's completely up to you. For a username, again, age group I'm at, I have them do their first name and the first letter of their last name with no spaces. That may come back as taken. If it comes back as taken, I just add another letter to their last name right there with username. If it's Tom Thumb is their name, Tom T. If Tom T is taken, Tom T H will be the next one, and I just keep going until it takes it. Password, I have them at my school, I have them use their lunch number. It's a number they learn in kindergarten. It follows them through, all the grade levels, so they have to learn it anyway, and no two of them are going to be identical in our system. And you're not going to probably have one that's going to double up anywhere else, so that number should be fine. Email, again, for elementary, I don't do any email for them. You hit middle school, high school, you may want to do it. The email will, if an email is attached to a student account, as I understand it, will, when you, I think it's when you put new assignments in, it will let them know. It will also let them know if they've turned something in and the teacher grades it, and you send it back to them, it will let them know, hey, we've marked it up. Go take a look at your grade or any changes that need to be made, whatever's like that. And I think you can also communicate a little bit through it. Again, I haven't used it. I'm using elementary kids. If somebody has, just let me know in the comments and we'll go from there. What I'm going to do now is sign in. And I'm going to sign in as a student that I have. That's a new student profile I made. And again, I made this up as a test, so we're going to sign in here. Oh, I tell you what, I did too many letters there. Sign in. And this is what a student looks like. Brand new, have never joined a class, never done anything. The first time they log in, you will see this. Now, when they build their account, it will ask them for the class code immediately. I hit skip, and we go to this screen so I can show them around before we join the class. It's up to you. Down at the bottom, you see join a class plus. If they click on that, class code, and you get that from the teacher. Once you create your teacher account and you create a class, which we haven't done yet, we're going to do, then we can have them join our class. We give them that code, and that code is specific to your class. Now, so again, what I was saying before, let's say Zach here joins my class for reading. I give him my code. Well, Zach has science class with another teacher. She has a code for her classes. He can then join a new class, put her code in, and now he gets her assignments. He graduates. I just move him out of that class, and he doesn't receive any more of that stuff. Easy way to do it. Most of the other things, you have a contact support Knowledgebase that they can get in touch with. You also, at the top corner, their name. This is how they can edit their profile. They can put a picture on if they want to. They can put, change their names, add an email. They can also change their password and sign out. When they're done using Showbie, and in my school, every kid's not assigned an iPad. We're sharing them. So it's very important whenever they're done with their session, sign out, because if another student picks it up and gets into Showbie, they're going to be looking at some assignments that are not theirs, and then you're going to have a whole bunch of problems. You can imagine. So signing out right there, and all it does is take them back to the base page. All right, we're back in logged in as a teacher now. First time you log in, you're going to see a couple things. You've got Mr. Whelan, that's me. Anything under that, I have the classes I've created. Down at the bottom, I've got the plus button where they have join class. I have create new class. We're going to create a real simple class real quick. I'm going to call this Reading Group B. All right, and you'll see right here it shows me my code. My code is YT4DK. You can click on, that's the number you will give your students. You don't like that, you can generate a new code, whatever. Once I hit save, it's going to create that class for me. There's my Reading Group B. It's got the code, so I can quickly read that off to the students when they're ready to join that reading group. All right, now let's go a little bit more around. You also have the contact support, Knowledgebase feedback, the edit button. Now when you hit the edit button right there, you get these little cogwork looking things. Click on it for Reading Group B. It's going to let me change my name of my reading group, change my code. It's going to tell me I have no students and one teacher. If I want to see that, that's who it is. Okay. Let's look at a group that I've already been using before. I have 15 students, one teacher in here. When I click on that, there's all my students. And there's block members. These are ones that have been in my groups before. Not, I can show them, go back into them, whatever else like that. All right. And again, my code for my class that I'm using right there. Now, I'm done with that. I'm going to go there. When I go into my new reading group, okay, I have a thing. I can create new assignments, and basically everything else is the same. The edit button. When I have assignments, I can edit it. If I want to create a new assignment, I'm going to just title this, we'll say first reading. Okay, we'll call this first reading. Now here's where you really have to think about how you're developing your classes. Creating these new assignments. The way I like to do it with the reading group is I'll title the assignment, maybe we're going to work on a book, and there are multiple chapters in that book. I will name the title of the assignment the book, so that inside of that I can then assign, pages and questions and things inside of that assignment. It gives you a due date. You can change, and this is again for assigning things. It usually sets it with I think it's like, well, right now it's to the 14th. Today is the 5th or something, so it sets it for a week out, I believe, from where you are. 7 days, but you can change that whatever you want it to be. I usually just do that. You can always go back and change that time. So I'm going to save that assignment, and it's going to put right there, first reading due on March 14th. I'm going to go inside of that. Once you put your students in, or once your students start joining, this is where you're going to start seeing them in your shared folder. Okay, invite your students by sharing the class code. Now, in your shared folder here, now we can make assignments. All right, they give you a real quick link to an app, or to a video, how to add files from other apps. So we're going to show it to you real quick. Up in the top right corner, there's a plus. We click on that. Now, again, I told you before, Showbie has a lot of tools for doing this internally. You can access your camera, your photo library. You can capture PDFs with the camera on the iPad. You can pull photos from your library and make them PDFs. You can add text notes. You can add voice notes. Okay. If you do centers, iPads as a center, you can save a voice note. They go into the center. You can record the note. They can pull it up, and you can give them verbal directions. Do or read book so and so, and do the questions at the end of chapter 2. Okay, and then above that you'll have a blank piece of paper. They can do it, or you can have them do it on a regular piece of paper. But that's we're trying to eliminate. So I'll show you how to add those in there in just a second. Let's say I want to add a text note just to show you one of these. This video is more about getting the account set up. But all you would do is click on one of these, you type in your note, and it's going to add it there. Test note. Save it right there. Now, in the text note, you can also put links. Let's say you want to send them to another place. That's where you would put a link to an outside website, whatever. And I'll show you one of those later. You right slide or slide, put your finger down, slide from right to left on the blue part right there. You can then delete the assignment. You can change it, whatever you want to do. Let's go back. I'm going to hit assignments to go back. There's my first reading group. Back to my classes. And I'll let you see what a populated version of this looks like. Here's I have a writing response assignment and a Cam Jansen Gold Coins. That's the book we're doing. Inside of there, when I go to Cam Jansen, there's all my students. Okay, and you see they've done some work. When you look at this, a page with a paperclip means your students have done an assignment. A page with a red circle means I've checked it and sent it back to them. Okay, so let's look at my shared folder for this. Inside of Cam Jansen's folder, inside the share folder for that, I have all my assignments that I have for this class pertaining to the chapters we're doing, starting with chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They may not be in order. It depends on how you build it. It adds it to the top. So, and as you're going through, I've had to change some of these. You can see a first note right there. Chapter 1, the question I wanted them to do was use your mental camera to study the illustration which shows Cam taking Eric's picture. Write a description of everything you see. Now, how do they do that from here? They're just going to click on Chapter 1 Writing. They bring that up. It's going to load this file. All files are PDFs. Now, this is the native writer inside of it, but you can clearly see it's just a blank writing piece of paper. In the next video, we'll show you how to take these assignments and mark them up and everything. I'm going to hit the Done button to go back. Just wanted to show you what the layout of this looks like right now. If you click on a student, now you see all your students. Your students only see themselves here. They don't see all these other classmates. So let's click on let's click on Emily's here. Here's all her assignments. Now I know that she's done some of the. Actually, we've only done one. She's done one, chapter 3. We're just starting this book out. It's got a chapter 3 that I did, has my name on it, and then it's got hers. It's got a PDF with a little paperclip on top, and it's got her name, and it says today at 9:08. I'm gonna click on that to see what she did. This was some questions, and I'm going to slide it over to page 2, and there's her written response to one of my questions. Okay, click Done, get back from there. That just shows you how you can check these. And then once you mark that up, again, we'll show you how to do all that marking up. I'm going to go back to 2nd grade classes. All right, and that's it for getting your account set up and just basically showing you what it looks like inside. Very simple. In the next video, we'll go into how do I build some assignments. We'll see you later.